Tiberium again. And then we see a lull in the crazy action that was August APC Engineers. And quite a nice move from Bike Rush. He has captured the second bottom APC. Not APC. Yeah, he's captured the second bottom APC. No, it's a Tiberium spike. And now we see two APC Engineers getting owned by a whole bunch of Predator tanks, which are moving in from melee since he's at such an advantage because he was giving Bike Rush hell over here for a whole period of time. And so now Bike Rush is going to lose his refinery in the blue field, although it's pretty much dry anyway. And here we see APC Engineer Wars. That's quite funny. These two APC Engineers are going to capture these two Tiberium spikes again. Yeah. So now we see lots and lots and lots of Predator tanks from both sides, pretty much. Yeah. Now we've just got Pred Spam Wars, pretty much. However, Bike Rush is mixing in Rocket Squad, which is going to help a lot. And is Melee doing the same thing? No, Melee's gone for pure Predator tanks and nothing else. So all these Rocket Squads are going to give Bike Rush quite a big advantage when it comes to the clash. And yeah, so Melee now owns these two. Their own spikes. And it looks like Bike Rush is bored of capturing and recapturing them. So he's just going to blow them up. It's always a good philosophy in life. Bored of something, blow it up. Most definitely. So congratulations, Bike Rush. I like your thinking. Anyway, I'm going to stop randomly talking about blowing shit up. Blowing shit up? No, blowing shit up. Anyway, oh god, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Sorry. Okay, so all these Predator tanks are moving in quite nice lines. Oh, as soon as I say that, they just mess it up to annoy me. Anyway, in very nice lines. Bike Rush decided to destroy one and capture the other one, so that's a bit random. Well, I suppose this one's technically his one, and that one's technically Melee's one, but Melee... oh, whatever. I'm going to shut up. Okay, except I won't shut up because I'm doing a VOD. Right, over here we see lots and lots of Predator tanks, and over here we see lots and lots of Predator tanks and missile squads. And they're going to fight, basically. And Bike Rush is out of Tiberium here, and Melee is out of Tiberium here. So Melee has expanded down here, and Bike Rush has expanded up here. And we see an armory, which means all these rock squads are going to get the composite armor upgrade soon. Except they're all about to run across a load of Tiberium, which is an epic fail. Bike Rush, micro your infantry. Do not run them across Tiberium because they will die. Do you want your infantry to get radiation poisoning? Okay, they've got composite armor, so they can... Like, it's not going to do too much damage. Right, now then, we see Predator tanks running over missile squads, which Melee has finally started building from his barracks and from another barracks there, which has now died. So, okay, that's weird. Bike Rush is pushing in with his Predator tanks, but not with his missile squads, because Melee simultaneously is pushing in with his Predator tanks. So, Bike Rush is moving all his missile squads back to deal with the Predator tanks while pushing in with his own Predator tanks and trying to do as much damage as possible. So that's quite a nice move from Bike Rush, attacking and defending at the same time. But will it be enough, and will they get there in time is the question, as Bike Rush is under serious pressure inside his base. Here we see 4 Predator tanks merging to make this gigantic thing. And we see 3 barracks all spanning rocket squads. And if Bike Rush loses this war factory, which he just has, he can no longer build an MCB or war factory or anything, and so he's stuck with infantry spam from now on. However, these Predator tanks have done a brilliant job of cleaning up all of Melee's buildings from over here. They're all just completely gone. That's just a scribble, basically. And they're going to move in and own these 2 buildings, and then once they own this as well, oh, Melee has got a backup crane over here, which is always a good idea, especially from the looks of it in this circumstance, since now Bike Rush is stuck with 1 harvester and 2 refineries here. So he should really sell that refinery because he doesn't need it anymore. But he's stuck spamming of 3 barracks from 1 harvester. However, if all these rocket squads see this crane, they should really kill it. Do they see it? Does Bike Rush see the crane?
Attack.
Oh,
Unit under attack.
yes, I think he does see this crane.
Unit lost.
And these Pred tanks have moved in and they've forced Amelle to sell his MCV. And all these rock squads are moving in to try and wipe out this base. And if they manage, it will be game for Bike Rush, and if they fail, it will be game for Melee. So this really is, in the words of Jar Jar Binks, crunch time. Except they're not, they're running this way. That's interesting. And I don't know why I'm giving you Star Wars points. Anyway, come on, attack that way. Now, please. What, Bike Rush, what are you doing? You're garrisoning a building with a rifleman squad. Okay. And then you're blowing up a Tiberian spike. When your opponent, you're just giving your opponent time to rebuild his MCV. Please move in and kill this war factory. And, oh, that's a Predator tank. Okay. Doesn't look like Melee has enough money to rebuild his MCV. No, he doesn't. He has nothing. So, these are the final forces from both players. And Bike Rush has used formation move to draw up 3 lines here. And we see Uber Infantry Wars. I think Bike Rush is trying to pull all this infantry towards this garrison building. I think so that they can be owned by the riflemen squad. And now we see riflemen going down in a swarm of rockets here. Right now, just looking at the forces which each player has left, I think I've got my money on Bike Rush. He does have an awful lot more forces. However, things could change since Bike Rush still has production structures and a crane, whereas, I mean, Melee does, and whereas Bike Rush just has war factories. I mean, Baxes. Oh, I'm terrible today. Sorry. I'm ill, excuse. Anyway, this war factories will go down, which means Bike Rush and Melee tries to sell it just too late. So this means, ooh, and Bike Rush has got some sniper teams. That is a nice touch. So now, we see a guy getting blown up by some rockets. And then his corpse mysteriously sinks into the ground. Don't really know why that happened. I suppose it would look kind of weird if you just had corpses everywhere. Anyway, yeah. So I think this is game for Bike Rush. And if it is, congratulations on an awesome comeback, having lost your entire original base and then having lost both your construction yards and then your war factory. You managed to pull back with just the epic man stab and taken the match, because I suppose technically Melee could pull back with these 2 refineries and this crane. He is trying to rebuild his economy here and just abandoning this base completely. He's about to go on low power because that's his last power plant. He's now on low power, even though you can't tell because now he hasn't got any buildings which go black. Oh, and Bike Rush has missed this barracks here. That is a bit of a fail. But once he owns all this, there's not really much Melee can do with just a barracks and no money. I don't really see any way Melee can come back from this in the time frame he has, which is the time it takes these guys to jog over here. He's got a couple of sniper teams, but there are just too many rocket squads. Well, he has lots of sniper teams. Okay, he may manage. Wow. I know they're going to get counted by Bike Rush's sniper teams, which I forgot about. Yes, those sniper teams were really Melee's only hope. We've got even more rocket squads, like a second wave, moving in from Bike Rush, and now yeah, I think now Bike Rush has indeed won. Attack the water. What are you doing, Bike Rush? Actually, I guess these guys are enough to take this out now anyway. Okay, yeah. And that's it. Melee is selling off his buildings. Unless he has to fight to the death. No, he doesn't. I was going to say, since he had an armory and a wool factory, he could have just spammed sniper teams with all his remaining credits. But I guess he didn't. Okay, so this has been pt2, bringing you a VOD. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and give me feedback, etc. Bye.